one of the things that Jason said to me was, we're a church that believes that people belong here before they believe. So whether they were a believer or not, they belong at this church. And an example of that is Steve Connor, most of you know him as Steve-O. When he first started coming to our youth group, he definitely wasn't a Christian, and we needed a bass player in our worship band. So I invited him to play bass for us, even though he wasn't a Christian. And if you look at where his life is at today, you know that he belongs here, and this was his home from the beginning. And whether he believed in God at first or not, his relationship definitely has developed towards that, and he's just an awesome, on fire for God type of man. And it's really cool to see that it's true. You can belong somewhere before you actually believe, and that's what I think is one of our mottos here at Community Church. So, you know, whether you believe, you definitely belong. A scripture that speaks loudly to me, and is probably one of my favorites, is Ephesians 3:20, where it talks about, like, God can do immeasurably more than we can possibly dream of or imagine or even understand. And I like that. I like to know that, because I'm very strategic, and I'm just a person who likes to be in the know of things. And so to not be able to fathom what God can really do with my life is kind of an amazing thing to think about. And we go to Bradford and we help out their church doing their local festival, and they have a carnival where they invite all the families from the community to come in and win prizes and eat a lot of food and whatnot. And we bring up our leaders with us as we go to do that. Some other ways we do an outreach is we have a skate park here in Waterdown, and we'll take our barbecue and we'll join up with another local ministry who does skate comps, and we'll just cook up a barbecue for them, give them some hot dogs. Some things about Sunday morning that you need to know. We have an awesome senior pastor, Reverend Senior Pastor Jason Small, and if I knew his middle name I would tell you it, but I don't. So, Jason Small is a phenomenal speaker, and I want to say pastor because I feel that a pastor is a person who can not only teach you, but he can have a relationship with you, and that is one thing that Jason rocks at. Even in his teaching styles, he's very good at taking from personal life and applying it to a biblical text, so you can kind of understand where he's coming from, or the culture back then and how it refers to our culture now. Some other things that are awesome is there's always props, there's always a sign to tell you what the sermon series is on, and big lips at the front that you can stare at while he's talking. And I think another key thing, besides pancakes, because pancakes is the DNA of this church, it would be our giveaways. I know a number of times I've come across old giveaways and I've looked at them and went, oh yeah, maybe I should be nice to my husband. It's good to have that kind of reminder. So Sunday mornings is never a dull moment here at Community Church.